Solar observation is a method in astronomical observation where the sun is being observed in order to compute the true azimuth of the sun, where the said azimuth will then be used as a reference in the orientation of a survey.
In conducting a solar observation, procedures and instruments must be followed and preferred. The instruments needed are the following: tripod, prism rod, prism, ATS or engineer's transit or theodolite, solar prism, solar filter or clear white paper, field notes and pen. Note: if solar prism or solar filter for direct telescope sighting is not available, clear white paper is used, where the sun is projected from the opposite eyepiece.
The procedure. The first step in solar observation is to select a station to be occupied. It is preferred that the said station is free from obstructions in observing the sun, such as in an open field. A second station, preferably of known elevation, must also be located. It must be visible from the occupied station for an initial horizontal angle reading. The next step is to set up and level the instrument from the station to be occupied. Turn on the instrument and apply the necessary adjustments, upon which the second station is sighted, setting the horizontal vernier circle to 0. Note: the observer can decide whether he will set the circle to 0 or he will orient the instrument to an approximate north. Having the initial reading, the telescope is then turned to the direction of the sun. Prepare the white paper to be used for the projection of the sun from the telescope, and the solar observation team composed of recorders, adjusters, and white paper magnifier. For recorders, vertical reading, horizontal reading, and time reading. And for adjusters, horizontal clamp, vertical clamp, and telescope.
It is advisable that 3 or 4 members of the party shall compose the mentioned party for efficiency and accuracy of the observation. During the observation, taken from the provision of DMC 2010-13, Annex 17P3, there shall be 2 sets of observations. Each set is composed of 4 observations. 2 observations in set 1 where the telescope is in direct position. The sun's projection should be tangent to the first quadrant of the crosshair of the telescope, and followed by the projection of the sun on the third quadrant. The remaining 2 observations, the telescope is in reverse position, and the sun's projection should be tangent to the second and fourth quadrant of the telescope, correspondingly. In the second set of observation, the telescope shall be in inverse position in the first 2 observations. Sun's projection should be in the first and third quadrant of the telescope correspondingly. In the remaining 2 observations, the telescope shall be turned in direct position, where the sun's observation shall be tangent in the second and fourth quadrant of the telescope correspondingly. A series is composed of 2 sets of observation. For checking and to have a more accurate observation, 2 or more series shall be conducted.
The interval between succeeding observation must not exceed 2 minutes. A series also must not exceed a total of 20 minutes in order to compute a more reliable data. Precautions must be observed during the whole procedure. It must be assured that the instrument is stable and undisturbed during observation. Slight disturbance will have corresponding error in the data that might make the whole data unreliable. The checking for this, the bubble tube or circular bubble must be constantly checked each and every observation.